Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anne. I am the creator of AnnieTime Tarot. Thank you so much for watching this video. On this channel, I like to teach you how to read the tarot cards for yourself or for others. And we are currently doing a little journey through the 4 suits of the tarot. And we are already at the last quarter of this journey. So we are today talking about the sword suit. So as I did with my other suit videos, I will start by discussing the sword symbol in general, and after that we will talk about the sword symbol within the tarot, and we will also go through the swords cards one by one. So after this video you will understand the sword symbol in general, but you will also know the meaning of the sword cards separately. Okay guys, I hope you are just as excited as I am about this video, because we are about to dive back into the mysterious world of the tarot. When I think of swords, it immediately reminds me of knights and Vikings and bloody wars. It doesn't really seem like a very spiritual symbol that would be suitable for the tarot, don't you think? But back in the day, some swords were believed to carry special powers. A very perfect example for this is a sword we all know, Excalibur, the magical sword that King Arthur pulled from a rock. Of course, the sword was used for violent purposes, but knights and soldiers also often used this weapon to defend and protect something they believed in. A sword was a tool to fight for your own truth, for what was important to you, whether this was your family, your community, your religion, or whatever. So although I don't agree with violence or fighting against people who have different values than you have, I still think the symbolism of the sword is very beautiful. I like how it reminds us to stand up for what we believe in, and how your truth is not the only truth, but still it's very important and it's always worth fighting for. So guys, you might not be surprised that in the tarot the sword actually has a similar meaning. It is about truth, logic, thoughts, the intellect, all those things. And by reflecting on our own truth, we can possibly get closer to the truth with a capital T, the one that actually only God really knows. So just to summarize, in the pentacles we developed ourselves in a practical field. In the wands, we put our skills to the test, we put it to work, we pursued our passions. Then in the cups, we evolved on a more emotional level and we learned to let go. And now in the swords, we are reflecting on the past, we are healing from it, and we are determining our own truth on a deeper level based on this reflection. So astrologically, the swords are connected to the element of air, which links the sword suit to the air signs, of course. The air signs are the Libra, Aquarius and the Gemini. These signs are very mentally oriented and they love to collect knowledge. They are always the life at the party and they really enjoy long and deep conversations. But because they have such a quick mind, they can also get bored really fast. Logic and truth are often very important to the air signs, and this is why they are so perfect for the sword suit. As I explained in my other videos about the suit of the tarot, every one of the 4 suits can be linked to one of the 4 seasons. So pentacles are spring, wands are summer, cups are autumn, and naturally the swords are winter. The season of winter is linked to the sword suit because they both represent a time of reflection, of looking within oneself. During the winter, nature really takes her rest. She heals from the past year and prepares herself for the next year. And this is all the sword suit is also about. It's about reflection, healing from the past, and then preparing for the future. So let's go through the sword cards one by one. The Ace of Swords can represent a new thought, idea or perspective, but also standing up for your own truth and justice. With the Two of Cups we have dilemmas, not being able to see things clearly, but also feeling stuck or self-protection. Then the Three of Swords. This card often indicates a broken heart, losing something or someone that's important to you. In the Four of Swords, we are asked to take a step back and take time to heal.
it can also mean meditation, stagnation, or just taking a break. Like all 5 cards, the 5 of Swords shows us a struggle. It can indicate fights and discussions. And in this struggle there's a clear winner and loser. It is up to you to decide which one you are. Or maybe you are both. Then the 6 of Swords shows us a transition. This can be a transition within yourself, but it can also be a physical transition, like going on a trip, moving to a different house, or seeking refuge from something. The 7 of Swords is often defined as an indicator of betrayal, lies, people who are not speaking the truth, and stealing, etc. But to me it doesn't have to be all negative. This card could also mean having the courage to take what you need and leave behind what doesn't serve you. Did you notice that the little sword thief didn't take all the swords with him? The 8 of Swords is all about feeling restricted, feeling limited in your growth and not being able to see a way out of the situation. The 9 of Swords shows us stress, trauma and anxiety. Sleepless nights and nightmares. When this card comes up, it seems like the situation will never really get better. But this is actually not the case. However, the 9 of Swords can tell us that we should pay extra attention to our mental health. The 10 of Swords is the last card of this suit and therefore it represents completion. Even though on most tarot decks the 10 of Swords shows a guy with 10 swords in his back who is just super dead, this card is not as bad as it seems. The card can represent someone who is emotionally drained. You could say that it is the person from the 9 of Swords who didn't take responsibility for his mental health, but this card can also indicate a completion and new beginnings. Remember, some things have to die before we can start with something new. As you probably noticed, the suit of Swords is not really an easy one. It is about some of the hardest parts of life, about realizing what you lost, healing from it and learning to look forward again. Therefore the swords are very important and valuable.
So guys, this was it, the last video of this series through the suits of the tarot. I really hope these videos helped you to see the tarot on a deeper level and in more different ways. And of course, even though this series has ended, I am not stopping making these videos. So if you like this video and you want to see more of me, please be sure to subscribe and like this video and follow me on Instagram. And then I really hope to see you in my next video next week. So I'm wishing you lots of love and light. Bye!